All right. So just talking about comics. This isn't a skit. This is genuinely me. Uh, so I think the reason I want to talk a little bit about comics is just because it was something I used to be really into. It was kind of a used to be anyway a big part of my life back then when I was a very different kind of person. So I think the first time I really got into comics was when I went to Barnes and Noble and I picked out the 1950 to 1952 Peanuts, the complete series or whatever. It was like a book with all the Peanuts comic strips. I fell in love with it. I read it I probably read each strip like 1,000 times. I was so addicted flipping through that book. And since like that was the first real exposure to the Charlie Brown comic I had, I'm actually like more biased towards those older comics like the early 1950s. Like I just think it's the best version of Peanuts, I guess, probably just because I have emotional attachment to it. I also read 53 to 54. Then I got, I tried all the eras of Peanuts. I got 1990s, 1970s, but I always liked the 1950s best, to be honest. Which, it's not like that has to do with the time period. I would not want to live in the 1950s, okay? You got polio, you got lobotomy was a thing, right? In the 1950s. Anyways, personally, can I tell you what? I'm really glad to live in this era. I wouldn't want to live in any other era, to be honest with you. To be completely honest. I mean, there's some good things about like past eras, but there was a lot of crap back then. There's still crap nowadays, but I don't know. It seems now people are like really starting to, earn, real rights, not being confined to specific molds. Anyways, enough of the societal talk. I'm not trying to be the Joker. It was a pretty good movie, though, I'd say. I enjoyed the movie a lot. I did. I'm definitely going to see the sequel. Eventually, I was in 4th grade, right? And I'm not going to say his name, but there was the guy that I eventually became friends with, and he really liked the comic strip Calvin and Hobbes. That was his thing. I don't really like it anymore, to be honest. I just don't really like it. It's not my thing, but I respect it. It's a cool comic. So we basically just talked about comics. This is basically what we talked about most. I showed him Peanuts. He showed me Calvin and Hobbes. We read comics at the lunch table and stuff. Told other people about my comics. I was probably a little bit too much into it, but it's not like I had a very big social life, so I had to be interested in something, okay? Yeah, I was friends with that guy from 4th to 5th grade, about 2 years. I was never friends with him really after that. It just kind of broke off, which I'm okay with. I think, honestly, I may have been a little bit annoying, because I just wasn't used to having a lot of friends back then. So I remember first time this guy came over to my house, I was like, okay, so a friend's coming over, so that means I gotta put a bunch of stuff on this table and say, oh, hey, welcome to my house. There's a lot of cool things we could do. I just put a bunch of like crap on the bench, and I was like, he walked in and I was like, hey, welcome or something. I don't remember what I said, but I was like, yeah, I got a lot of cool things to do. I was just like salivating over the fact that a friend was actually coming over to my house. I think that was the first time that ever happened, to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure that was the first. No, wait. It doesn't matter anyway. Yeah, he went to my birthday party once. He got me a Calvin and Hobbes book, something Homicidal Jungle Cat. I don't know where it is, but I have. Jeez. I have this Calvin and Hobbes book right here. So, yeah, like I said, not really my thing. I don't know why. I'm just not super into it. But yeah, thank you for the book. Oh yeah, and then I also bought him a Peanuts book for his birthday. I bought him a copy of 1950 and 1952. So I guess I evened the score. I don't know if he ever actually read it or not, but I evened the score. That's what matters. Let's see. Okay, another one I want to talk about, Garfield. All right. Okay, so the first Garfield book I got, it was volume 4 of the Fat Cat 3-pack, which is like a collection of Garfield books in one big book, right? Like three regular books like this in one book. So the reason I got it was because this guy at my lunch table, like, had a Garfield Fat Cat 3-pack book, and I just thought it was really cool, so I just wanted to buy one of my own. And then I showed the guy, I was like, hey, I got Fat Cat 3-pack, and he was just like, okay. I think that was his response, I don't know. Yeah, okay, I gotta say, Garfield at Large is really underrated, I gotta say. It's very different than modern Garfield, but it feels a little bit like warmer to me. I don't know why. I just think the old classic colors, it just looks really nice. So I recommend if you read Garfield, pick up the like original first book. I do like it a bit better than the modern Garfield. Again, I'm not trying to be different. This is my genuine opinion. I'm not just trying too hard to have a different opinion. That's not. I don't know. I mean, okay. I think in general, right? When something of a franchise first starts, then I'll always like the very first thing ever. You know, like compared to all the seasons or books. Like, you know, most cartoons, most shows, I think season 1 is the best because the writers have, you know, they're completely fresh with ideas. They're doing all this stuff, you know, and then, you know, eventually it drags out and the charm's kind of lost. I'll say one show, SpongeBob season 1, best season of the show. It was the warmest. It felt the most Hawaiian. It was because the writers, you know, it was fresh in their mind, so it just felt more genuine in the first couple, you know, seasons or books or whatever of it. Especially Invader Zim. I gotta say, first half of the show was like really cool, and then like when it ended, like you got episodes like Gaz Taster of Pork. It's just like they weren't even taking the show seriously at all. So I think earliest episodes or things are usually the best. Anyways. And then this one is the Mutts Diaries. It's a collection of comics from the comic strip Mutts. It's just about a cat and a dog. But, I'll correct my statement. This is actually the first comic-related thing I ever read. I started reading it in 2nd grade. And, yeah, I remember flipping through it obsessively, just reading it over and over. It's just like I would read it in one sitting, and I would do that, like, every day. So, I mean, it's a really cute little book for a kid. If you have a little child, I think they would really probably like this if you want them to read. Just completely innocent humor, but it's kind of charming even looking back when I'm more mature. So I'd say it's a really good comic strip for your little one, especially if they like animals, obviously. Okay, I got something kind of cool. These are old comic strips, completely vintage. This is Archie from, like, I don't know, the 1970s. And this This is a Jughead comic. So I got these at a store, a comic book store. You know, they sold old comic books, and that place was magical to me. I gotta say, when I first opened the drawer of like Archie comics, because I was like into Archie back then for some reason, even though I don't care about like romance plots at all, but for some reason I just really liked Archie. So I don't know why, but I just did. So I opened the drawer of old Archie comics, just like scrolling through all the cheap old, you know, fossils, basically. Just a very, very magical experience. I remember that. And then I got a Flintstones book, like Fred Goes Bananas, and when I bought it, I think the owner of the store, like, he was like, "Oh yeah, Fred Goes Bananas, that's a classic." And I just kind of like laughed awkwardly as a response. I was like, and the owner looked like really, really offended. So I don't know why I did that. I don't know why. I don't even think I needed to laugh. I forced myself to laugh. I don't know why I did that. Yeah. This is Peanuts 53 to 54. As you can see, designs of the characters are very different. I don't know where 1950 to 1952 is at all. I don't know. Oh, here's another thing. Yeah. This is Dilbert Comics. So, for some reason, for some interesting philosophical reason, okay, like, Dilbert was one of my favorite comic strips and favorite cartoons when I was like 7. And the first job I ever wanted to do was be an office worker. So, then I wanted to be a mortician, and then I shifted over to wanting to be like a movie producer, and then I shifted over to wanting to write a cartoon. So, yeah, I've changed my mind a lot. I can't say why exactly I wanted to be a mortician. That is very interesting. I looked up pictures of like dead mortician bodies that were embalmed, and I just like stared at them. It's like I was fascinated by them or something. I don't know. I mean, obviously, I'm a weird guy. I mean, I'm not like bad weird. I wouldn't ever like harm anybody, but I mean, from the kind of stuff I say on camera, obviously, I mean, that's kind of apparent. I didn't even need to say that. So, yeah, I liked it a lot. I don't know why. I think it's okay. Now, I don't think it's anything amazing. I mean, it's something okay to read every once in a while. I gotta say, I do not like how Scott Adams changed the suit and tie to like this shirt and ID thing. That was a very bad redesign. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. But yeah, you know what? I remember in 5th grade, I sat at the lunch table with this girl, and I was friends for her briefly. I think that was the only year I was really friends with her, because I just sat by her. Because at my school, they didn't even let you sit where you wanted to. At my elementary school, they just did pre-organized seats, like it's like a seating chart for lunch. That is completely lame. That is okay. Anyways. You know what they also did that ticks me off? If someone like talked too loud, like the table would get in trouble. It's lunch. It's lunch. What? Okay. Anyways, and she was I don't know. I mean, she was nice. Sometimes she would like make me do this thing where she told me, "Okay, repeat after me. You are terrible." And then I would have to say, "I am terrible." And then she would say something like, you are disgusting." I don't know. I didn't really take offense to it. I just thought it was kind of weird. because like she wouldn't stop like play hitting me if I didn't say that. And I don't think that's 5th grade behavior. I'm just being honest with that. But anyways, I brought like comics to the lunch table, and a few kids liked to read it. She likes Dilbert. She drew words in some of the comic panels with a pencil. I don't think that's in this one though. I think that's in another one. I don't know. Yeah. So, oh. Okay, I think this cartoon, I don't really like it that much. I'm just throwing that out there. I think there's a reason why it only had 10 episodes. I mean, honestly, I'd rather watch the Zelda cartoon. I'm going that far. Okay. I have that on DVD too. I don't know where it is, because my room is just a complete messy black hole, and I lose things all the time, and I still can't find the white nunchuck that I was going to use to play Mario Galaxy. So, yeah, yep, that. Oh, here's a dictionary. Yep, that's nice. Oh, you know what? You know what I should talk about? You know what I should talk about? Shows I used to watch as a kid. Yeah, okay. So I watched this channel called Cubo when I was very little, and it had like it was a less known broadcast channel, but it had some good cartoons. There was this one where it was like Alfred Hedgehog Mysteries. It's like a hedgehog and some kind of badger and like a bird, I think, solving mysteries. That was cool. Then they had Marvin the Tap Dancing Horse, which is pretty much the most innocent, cute children's show you're ever gonna see. There's literally nothing bad in it at all. I mean, it's something. If I had a 2-year-old brother, I would definitely let them watch that show. I mean, maybe it was even a little too young for me. I'm just saying. Okay, another one I remember, Pippi Longstocking. Anyone know about Pippi Longstocking? That is a very not well-known cartoon. It was good, though. It was good. It was good. Oh. And here's a Skylander. Because I have a bunch of Skylanders, because I used to be obsessed with the games back then. First 2 games are the best. Third one, no, I did not like it. Fourth one, it was okay. Everything after that, garbage. That's my opinion, but at least I get to keep the cool figures. I could probably sell them now for like $400 total. I'm not gonna do that. I don't care. Yeah, this is Rayman Advance. This is the first GBA game and the only GBA game I ever bought. Because I just wanted to try it on my DS Flat, or what? My DS Fat, like the old model. Which has a really bad battery and turns off sometimes now. So that, I mean, I can't really do that. Oh. I don't know why I'm keeping a box on my bed. It's usually because like I don't sleep in normal sleeping patterns. Like I usually like sleep with like my arms completely off the bed, or like I'm sleeping sideways or something. Like I do everything. This is a book, The Silver Eyes. It's like my favorite book of all time back then for some reason. I don't necessarily think it was because it was attached to the Five Nights at Freddy's IP. I loved those games back then, but I mean, I don't think that was the reason. I think just the way it was written, the whole book felt very mysterious and nostalgic, you know? Like, I remember reading it like at a choir concert I had to go to one time. Just, I don't know. It's a good book. And that's not even because it's the FNAF IP, like I said. I just think it's a legitimately well-written book, in my opinion. So yeah, I don't really know what else to. Oh, I used to look through this book a lot. There was something in this book that I was totally fascinated by. I need to find it. Where is it? Ah, dang nabbiter. It's gotta be somewhere. It's gotta be somewhere. This is so awkward. Oh my gosh. Okay. Searching for the page. I'm gonna look in the table of contents now. I cannot find it. This is so annoying. I just want to find this stupid thing that I was going to show the camera for no reason. This is so ridiculous. La 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 la. This is so offensive. Why do I have to go through this pain just to find the image that I want to find? Why? Why are you doing this to me? If I don't find it soon, I'm just gonna end the video. Where is it? My God. Okay, yep, okay. Well, it was like this building of a duck. It was a building of a duck, and you could go inside it. That's what enthralled me. So that probably was not worth it at all. So it's a good game. I love you, Pikmin. I love you, Olimar. But you need to take a shower. Oh, there's the Wind Waker in here. It doesn't even work anymore. The disc doesn't even work. I was gonna do a gameplay video on it. It didn't work. So, and like, it's too late to return it. Because I bought a new copy because the old one, like, didn't have the manual. And I returned that one. And then I didn't even try the new copy for like 5 months. And I can't return it now, and the disc doesn't work. So, I mean, that's... So, I know a good place